In the Dota Pit League Season 3 playoffs, it is Game 3 between Ninja Zipajamas and Alliance here in this best of 3 series. In the lower bracket, nonetheless, loser of this game goes home. Winner will move on as we look to see who is the best Swedish squad, at least in this tournament. NiP versus Alliance, we're getting right into it. Couple important things. First game was won by Alliance handedly. Second game, it took 65 minutes for NiP, but they did take it. Of course, with Era on the PL, the Chen pickup for Hanskin, Yodas on the offlaner, Shaker Limp on the Queen of Pain, and then Seal Kid playing that beautiful disruptor as well. So really fun game to watch. Lots of action, lots of crazy plays coming through, but we are here into game number 3. Before we get into the actual game, I know you guys have all been waiting. Our last stretch goal coming out is going to be a beautiful Sven set. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I actually just had it up. It's actually really, really sweet. You can check it out. It is called Rise of Fury. You can check it out on the Steam Marketplace currently, the workshop. Actually, just go ahead over there, look for it. You'll find it. Just search for it. It's super nifty. One of the coolest sets I've ever seen, actually. It's super nifty, so definitely check that out. But we are jumping into the game. It is going to be game number 3. We're here, of course, produced by High Ground TV, brought to you by One Game Agency, here on Dota Pit. Of course, observed and produced by Pitmunkle. And we got Mott Packs and Stats. I'm Mott. You can join me. I'm being joined today by Jenkins, I should say. Jenkins, that was a long game, a pretty crazy game, but we're here to game 3. And any thoughts before we get in here?
Dude, these teams, there's so much carnage in these games. I'm totally okay with this. The Swedish just apparently like to fight the hell out of each other for 60-minute intervals. So hopefully another interesting game with a lot of pretty staple picks on both sides.
Honestly, it was a little bit of a lot of footing, I should say, with a little bit of rat there at the end from NiP, which is interesting because Alliance are no strangers to that. Although with this patch, it's been more about team fighting. It's been more about getting in and out. And well, they're going to go for a staple lineup that we haven't seen too often from Alliance. They go for the Shadow Feed for Pycat. Centaur Warrunner is a hero that we really never see in this current patch, but they'll grab it for Admiral Bulldog. Treant Protector for Matt is not a huge surprise. That is his hero, but NiP go for the Phoenix right afterward to deal with the Treant. And yeah, I mean, lots of fire for NiP, lots of red heroes, and Alliance going for not really any color scheme, but they have some good heroes on their side as well.
Yeah, the
5 seconds remaining.
not entirely sure why they picked up the Centaur. Like, I don't think it was to counter anything. Maybe just like a casual pickup, deal with the burst the Lina, burst the Chug. If you get like a Scarra Silence, it is really good with the Scarrath Mage. It's nice protection for like the Shadow Fiend. All around good pick. I'm really happy to see the Treant Protector and the Skyrath because those are two heroes that Alliance are really good with. In fact, they kind of like I wouldn't maybe not like innovated, but like they were like the European team like picking a lot of these two heroes. Like even when they got nerfed and stopped being picked, like right at the start of this patch, they started kind of picking them again. And now you see teams like first picking these heroes still. So nice to see them picking those up. They've got a good win rate with them.
And they've done a lot of work. Matt has picked up numerous Aghanim Scepters on the Treant Protector, so it's, yeah, like you said, they're no stranger to these heroes. For NiP, they go for the Bane, which is, we'll probably see a rise in popularity, especially in the next patch, but I feel like this hero was woefully underused in 6.83. I think he had a really solid kit, and nobody just used it to his full potential. Nobody touched him.
I think it was like EG pretty much who picked a lot of Bane.
Yeah. PBD loves the hero.
And then a few heroes or a few teams who use it with like the Wisp. You like have like, just a support running around on Bane and just like hide someone with the Nightmare and then you Wisp relocate. So yeah. PVD picks it to counter Troll, I think, so not bad. Oh
boy. This is what everyone was waiting for. When the chips are down, they're going to give Admiral Bulldog Lone Druid. But actually, this could be a load of Lone Druid as well. We've seen it before. You know, who knows what they're going to grab in this situation. I've seen the load of Lone Druid. I've been impressed by the load of Lone Druid, and it certainly works in this situation.
I think it might actually be a farming Centaur for an early blink. Could be wrong, of course, but I kind of wonder why they picked it so early.
10 seconds remaining.
And then Undying pick, okay. That's interesting.
It's not 6.83. It doesn't feel like it anyway. There's like maybe like the first like 3 or 4 heroes. Like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And the last like 2 on each side are like, well, you know, sometimes you just see some crazy stuff, especially in this tournament. In this
They're practicing for the farming Centaur, pick up the Aghanims and get the 70% damage reduction.
And the ability to move over cliffs
like
and stuff.
Literal flying. Okay, so they are doing a farming Centaur. Okay, so they're gonna get him an early blink. that's really really good against Lina because Lina has like high mobility and then really low health pool, but has like a ton of impact. So picking up the blink early on the Centaur is going to be probably before the Lina gets a Yules, and you can just totally shut down the Lina with rotations, and then give the Treant Protector the lane, get an early Aghanims, and then just take over the game.
Remaining.
So that seems to be their game plan this game, with a little bit of rat from the lone druid.
Well, the thing is that's if everything goes well for Alliance. Which
Yeah, of course.
Easier said than done, but
Yeah.
I like the draft a lot from them. I really do. And for NiP, the same thing could be said. It's more standard, obviously, for NiP's lineup. I'm really concerned that this Phoenix won't get much early on in the game, but that could change, especially if they're going to put some help with him.
Oh, Undying Phoenix. That's interesting.
That could be the dual lane they're going to go for, and that's a lot more potent than just a Phoenix on his own, and that should give him farm. Admiral Bulldog is looking like he'll probably go top, as Pycat's going to roam on mid. Pycat is yet to either buy like another, set of tangos or even get pooled or get a Wraith band yet. He's not really sure what he wants. He's not gone Raze yet. He's not gone Necro yet. So we'll see.
I really like this Undying dual offlane thing against like a strength hero who's trying to farm, because when you use the decay, you're stealing 4 strength. So that steals HP obviously for every hero, but for strength heroes it makes last hitting a lot harder. You lose 4 damage, so it's honestly really difficult. And then especially with Limp there, you'll probably just be getting free farm because the other hero won't be able to last it. And then on top of that, there's a Treant Protector, who is also a strength hero, melee strength hero. So bot lane's gonna be pretty difficult for Alliance, to be honest.
Well, we're not going to worry about that now, though. The top rune spots where the action is going to be. Anybody want to fight? Look at that decay. Was that under 3? It was. That's a triple decay. That's the dream. Now you can't fight now if you're Alliance. They're like, okay, it's time to back up. Give Limp the bottom rune. That is a double rune for NiP. That's huge.
Yeah, that's the start they need. The Phoenix is okay. So they're actually just rotating the Undying top.
He's thinking about it.
No, okay.
He's going bottom.
He's going back bot. I actually thought they were doing a Lina Undying offlane. I'm crazy. It's Lina, or it's Phoenix Undying. Okay.
Dual lanes for everybody, by the way.
Yeah, that's real hard for Alliance. Then again, yeah, like you said, there's still dual lane coming out from the side of Alliance too. So this is gonna be hard for Jug to farm. Like Lone Druid alone will own a Jug. So Treant is just gonna make sure that Lone Druid never dies in this lane.
Kind of like they've transitioned Loda as this like offlane hero now. Although Bulldog was a clockwork last game, this is more of an offlane role for him. And like it was in the last game where he kind of had rough farm later on down the road when he was that Bristleback, but and they trust Bulldog.
Yeah, I mean he's the Lone Druid player. I think Lone Druid is actually really strong this patch too, and he did get buffed as well in the next one. So
yeah, we've seen like Fear play Lone Druid like a handful of times, but like you said, this is the Lone Druid player. This is the Lone Druid player by which all the Lone Druid players are compared against. And it's fun to see him back in the game. Loda is running real far forward here. He's going to take a couple of Fire Spirits and right-click, but very tanky hero, even if he gets decayed. Hanskin is going to find a double decay, so that's beautiful. And suddenly Loda, like you said, might have some trouble CSing. He's up to 3, but this is a difficult dual lane.
this is just gonna shut down the Alliance dual safe lane so hard. But it's a trade-off because Lone Druid is getting pretty good farm top. He's 3rd on net worth, and he's loving life right now.
Yeah, he's getting some decent CS. Matt's gonna look for the 2-minute rune. Pycat's gonna stack, it looks like. He was doing pretty well with 10 last hits. Limp now, with him getting up some levels as well, it gets a little bit harder. Haste rune for Mad. That is a game-winning rune if he had leech seed, but yeah, they know. And there's no leech seed either. There's no real way they can get they can get a kill. But Air actually does have to back up. He doesn't want to take Hammer Fist for nothing. Doesn't feel great. Used a living armor. It was on Pycat actually. He's got a Bottle Crow too.
Yeah, just making mid lane a little bit easier for the Shadow Fiend. I think this is kind of a wash. Both of these heroes will farm pretty well, but if either one of them get a gank, the enemy hero is just gonna die. It's so easy to kill with both of the Shadow Fiend and Lina.
Would you agree with the statement that I think that it really depends on how bottom lane goes? Like, I think top lane's going to get plenty of farm for Alliance, but if they are able to really shut down Loda, then maybe the game goes well. But right now, he still has, like, decent CS, so...
Yeah, he's honestly not doing too bad. It's just that the creeps are, like, always under the tower as a result of this spamming the decays and the fire spirits.
And the
he's
pulls
just-
come out too.
Yeah, exactly. The pulls are working out really well too.
So I think if Flota gets shut down harder, maybe this game is a bit okay for NiP. But as it stands now, Pycat's going to get plenty of farm mid. And then, of course, obviously, he's a Shadow Fiend. He can just go to the jungle without any real issue. So.
Yeah, he's Oh, looks like they're making it go on top lane.
Oh, nice Nightmare jungle from the bear. That's just too easy coming out from Bulldog. He says, you're going to have to do better than that. Steel Kid's running away. There's no entangle yet, obviously, but there was a gank mid. There was a conk shot. Limp backed away beautifully. Looks like he knew it was coming. He saw the treant rotating, but he'll see that coming through. So 2 ganks that were attempted, but nowhere near. So
0-0 at 4 minutes. This is very atypical in this series to see that.
yeah,
No kills yet. It's not normal here.
definitely not after what we saw the last 2 games.
I think it was like what, like 6 kills at 4 minutes last time?
Something like that. Something it's absurd. Yeah, at least. Well. Yeah, I do not. I'm living the luxurious life just talking about the game, and Pimp's like, I'm really trying hard, guys. I gotta find every kill, and he's done a great job so far. Yeah. Well, top lane, again, going pretty well for Admiral Bulldog. He's just right up there with the Phoenix, though, and Phoenix getting a good start is something we don't really ever see.
Yeah, he is. Man. It's not the easiest hero to last to with either.
Animation's okay, his base damage is okay. It's not the greatest in the world, but he
Yeah.
seems to be having a great time.
Yeah, he's getting a lot down here, but like you said, the Centaur's not getting shut down as they would probably hope by doing this dual lane. It's just so hard because Ake has been on point with the pulls, even though the Undying is contesting them and getting quite a bit from it. It still means that Loda's getting a lot. So they're kind of trading Loda's farm for the Undying getting like a little bit more.
Loda will get
probably
Tranquils
worth it.
too.
Yeah, he needs those. Against all
You
the spam
could
they have.
also theoretically jungle for Loda if you wanted to, but I think Pycat is the one that's going to be taking on. You're going to jump in. Loda is going to take a decay. They have Tombstone. They'll use it. Loda's got 4 stick charges. Concussive shot's going to come in. Loda should live. Yeah, he's got living armor. There's no way they dive this, really. And he'll just stick up and then Tranquil through as well. So now Tombstone's down for a bit of time. And
Ake does a pull. Gonna go to the pull through. Yeah, that's nice for them. That's a big investment for nothing, and Ake just gets a free pull off. Undying will go over to contest, but he can't contest it with Tombstone now, so there's a lot less like of a scare factor there. Big creep wave under the tower. Loda's gonna get a lot of farm from this.
yep, not even really an issue. He pulls it all the way back too, so it's not, the tower's not going to really be any issue whatsoever. Matt actually takes mid experience because of Pycat being in the jungle and then heading home. And then Bulldog doesn't really need help top. Like, he's at 27 CS without having a living armor or a tree protector coming out, so that's pretty big. He's having a great time.
Yeah, this is that's one of like the shortcomings I think of Lone Druid is that I think in this patch at least he needs a lot of farm to do something, which is why I like him in the carry role. But doing him this like aggressive dual lane type thing, forcing him to get farm is honestly really smart. I think this is a really nice way for the hero to be played.
Do you think Midas on Lone Drew this game or no?
Probably not, because they wanna get like the early blink on Centaur and then just like run into towers.
Okay.
So probably just go for like early pushing items.
Maelstrom,
you never.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe Maelstrom. I see people picking like Basilius a lot. It is Bulldog though, so you really never know what he's gonna. He's got some like crazy builds with Lone Druid.
I honestly have no idea. I don't see nearly enough Lone Druid in professional play to make an assumption. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
Probably Mjolnir or Maelstrom's pretty good. I think.
Wow, he's blocking his camp with his bear. That's pretty
Oh
nice.
man, Sealkid's just like pissed off right now. He's like, come on, man, give me a break.
He's like doing some decent damage to it, but he doesn't like. And he could have baited that out too. Matt was like, he's sitting there with his Nature's guys up, and he's like, I'm just gonna go for a leech seed if he walks up.
Era just goes straight jungle now. He just
Not
doesn't
having
want
a
to deal
great
with the
time.
lane. Yeah.
20 last hits, man. That's not great. He's getting crushed. Bottom lane, Loda maybe in trouble. There was a stomp up. Here comes Pycat. Stampy's gonna go through. Hanskin's gonna drop the tombstone. Decay, soul rip, a cog shot. Loda maybe in trouble. No, they get the kill. They'll have to back away coming out from the tombstone, but they should be able to take most of these down and back up away from the tombstone. Now they're gonna look for. Uh-oh, Matt is gonna get nightmared. That was weird.
Oh yeah, just got nightmared in the fade time, I guess.
Yeah.
That's
That's a dangerous play. Big kill bottom. And how much does that give Loda? He's up to 1,000 with his tranquils now. He's probably going to have like a 10-minute blink dagger, honestly.
Yeah, 10, 11 minutes. That's really, really nice for like the situation he was put into. He's definitely making Ake and Loda are just handling this aggressive dual lane extremely well. This is exactly what you want to not happen when you do an aggressive dual lane, is to have players who can just like handle it with this much patience, honestly.
It has been very solid so far from
Smoke on
Alliance.
top from Seal Kid and Limp.
Bulldog has the wave kind of in his favor. So even if he does have his true form, he's going to use it.
Ooh.
Nightmare's going to go, but they have Omni Slash, LSA, and I think he said Laguna Blade. They don't use the Omni Slash. He'll buy up before he dies. He bought the Gloves of Haste. But that's a huge kill for them. They needed to get something done there.
Pretty interesting that he just like instantly uses the true form. Unfortunately, it's like a Lena jug. So if you ever think they don't have enough damage to kill you, you're probably wrong.
Yeah, it's too much burst. We'll free up at least top lane for Ake to get some experience. Mid lane is still up for Pycat. Loda, I guess, was having a good time bottom with Jonas. Just the good old chat.
Diving all over him. No problem.
Z, you Dota. This is an NA Dota. What's happening?
Yeah, what? I don't know. There was barely any ult chat in the game.
Is Bulldog dead? Oh, okay. I guess Omni Slash goes through and kills Ake. I don't know what happened there. Poor Ake just gets run down by Jug, and that's it. Good old Omni Slash.
No, zero armor. He just can't do a single thing about it. There's nothing he can do. It's really sad life for Ake.
Oh, Pycat has a haste rune. Tombstone, Soul Rip, and you're dead. I mean, even with the Soul Rip, it doesn't really matter. Pycat's just going to take the Tombstone down too, get some extra gold.
Easy money, dude. 150 gold.
Got it. 125, I guess.
Damn.
Still pretty good. Raise. Ooh. Pycat's going early mech. I think it's really good. Like you talked about, if you're going to go for tower pressure, early mech is probably the way to go in this situation. Yeah. Or like team fighting.
That's like the way I see this game going. That's whenever you pick like a center safe lane, you know that you want to get like really, really early momentum off the towers. So the Shadow Fiend's definitely a good pickup with that. Going for the mech. They can even translate it to Roche if somebody gets a medallion. Maybe on Treant, maybe Skyroth. Honestly, Skyroth medallion's not that bad.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Bottom lane was a bit of a bait. Loda was walking up, Limp was nearby, and he backed up just a second before getting up to the steps. And if he didn't do that, then I think Limp just kills him, honestly. But Loda is so close to his Blink Dagger, he makes these very safe plays. And they might even get the tier 1 tower. There is a glyph, they'll probably use it. Or not. Pycat just gets the free tier 1 tower, and that should be Loda's Blink, honestly. There it is. 10 minutes.
I like the safe plays coming out from Loda. He realizes he's so close that he's like such a crucial target for NiP to gank, because when he gets his blink, the whole like momentum of the game changes. Whenever he's off the map, they have to be so scared.
Air top lane now, still not the most CS in the world. 44. He's caught up a little bit. He's gonna head bottom, and it looks like he wants to do something with his Omni Slash, but it's only up in 22 seconds. It's not like it's up now. That's the scary thing.
This is interesting. Rotation from Hera. Maybe he thinks he's a likely target for the Centaur blink, which he's right. They're TPing and they're smoking top.
But they've seen bottom now. Yeah, Era did really just dodge that blink. I think he knew that the timing was going to be coming out because Limp headed bottom and they couldn't find the kill. Like they have to assume. Well, I don't know if they know that much about where Loda's at right now, but regardless, the TP actually works out.
Yeah, regardless, that play was like, honestly, like pretty insane. Like they're gonna find no one with the Centaur blink review. No one. There's no one to find. That's insane.
The jungle's empty, man. There's nobody farming here. Go home. Party's over. But they might get the top tier 1 at least.
Yeah. Bulldog's just doing Bulldog things.
Tower's gone.
The thing is, they know that he wouldn't be flying up like that unless he had backup. So.
Oh my God, Jonas. Is he gonna live?
Oh, he used the courier to get vision and Midas the creep. That's funny.
Sick.
No, NiP just walk into Roche and try to take with Jug.
And so NiP are off the map. They're not in their own jungle. They're not in the enemy jungle, but oh, they're gonna find Jonas, and he's gonna get silenced, and he's just dead, I think. I mean, that's a nice kill, but they're still losing Roche right now, which dire side advantage get all the way. They're not doing it that fast. There is the ping coming out. That was the Ake ping. They know. And this is taking a while. This could be a huge fight. There's an Overgrowth ready for Mad. They're going to walk in. Overgrowth is going to go. He cancels it. Now it goes out. Jump in. Stop. On to 2. Requiem goes. On to Lip and Steel Kid Loda. Now Fiend's Grip. There's the raises coming out. Laguna Blade. And somehow that fight goes okay for NiP. Roche is going to fall here. They're all so low, but they can't get in. I mean, Admiral Bulldog is not coming to the fight. It's A just now picked up for Era and turns into Roche plus a kill actually for NiP.
That sucks. They just didn't have any damage with Sky level 5 not maxing Arcane Bolt. It's like a Tree and Protector Skywrath. That's 2 utility supports at this point.
Yeah.
All the damage is Centaur, and then the
living armor. He did go Midas.
yeah, he did go minus. Interesting. I guess that's why he couldn't go to that fight. I mean, unfortunately, the Bulldog just wouldn't have done anything at that fight because of just his like current items and where he was at. So he just split push, did what he does best, which is get a little extra farm. So it looks like they are gonna just go for like the mid game here.
Yeah. That Requiem was also pretty far away, but I understand why. If he gets too close, he's gonna get Phoenix Grip or Nightmared. So
yeah,
or LSA'd.
It was like purely for like the damage reduction.
Yes.
So honestly, that team fight was just a bunch of people doing a bunch of like utility things, which is like fantastic and all, but
you have the damage, but they didn't.
Eventually, you need damage.
Matt's gonna go down here in the jungle. Stampede to try to chase this. Loda's gonna jump in. He might get a double stun here, maybe or nothing. He's just gonna get nightmared. There will wake him up. LSA's gonna go. They're gonna miss. They have Laguna, I think, in a couple, but Loda's still in trouble anyways without it. Not a couple, 46 seconds. They see him now. They get the Fire Spirits. They threw down the Sentry Ward with the Nature's Guys coming out, but nice double pick off for NiP as Alliance were getting a bit greedy and they try to take that fight off the back end.
That's exactly what you want when you have a Yule's reveal. You pick up a Yule's on Lina and then you just instantly go get a kill with it because they think you don't have a Yule's yet. That's just like really nice timing. And then they have a ton of sentries for the Tree and Protector, so they scout the Centaur, who I believe had an Invis rune because he has a bottle. So unfortunate, but also you would kind of expect it a little bit. So a little bit of an aggressive play there got punished.
Alliance now sitting in, they're at a deficit. Well, in net worth, no. In experience, yes. So they're actually leading by 2,000, but it's dropping down a little bit lower as the game progresses. Not the most kill-heavy game, unlike the first two, but it's still very, very interesting to see how this game has been progressing. And it looks to just continue that way, honestly.
It's another one of these games where I'm actually not sure who would technically win in the late game. I guess it would depend on like whoever gets the initiation, because Undying is just like god awful late game, except for his ulti, which gives the percentage damage.
If he goes Ags, I'll flip out. I love that item on Undying, but nobody builds it ever.
Dude, it's actually really good.
Yep.
And then it's Jug, who's pretty good, but also like kind of squishy.
I think a lone druid is the X factor really, and with Bulldog getting the farm that he is, and he actually might even be saving for like a Radiance. It's a possibility.
I do think the lone druid adds a lot to the line side, but unfortunately the bear dies really quickly to like Laguna and the Jug. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's gonna be an initiation.
Oh, Bulldog's in so much trouble. They use the bear, and the bear probably dies. Admiral Bulldog will get away. They get the 300 gold bounty. They even Laguna it. Oh, it's not dead yet. Oh, the Nightmare is going to kill it, though. Yeah. It's the 300 gold for the Bane. So there's no bear recreation now for another 2 minutes, but they get the bear. I don't know if it's worth it, though, with Laguna. I guess it's probably fine.
I think it is. The cooldown's so low, and you
stop. Jonas and Fan Silence is up. He Icarus dived in very aggressively, and they just died for it.
Oh, he also has a regen, too.
His grip coming out. Raze Steel Kid needs to just not do this. The next gonna keep Matt alive. Overgrowth's gonna fly through. Air was able to Blade Fury out of it. Matt's probably dead. He's under the sentry. Oh, they can't fight him. Oh, but they do get the kill coming out. Now the Omni Slash stopping Pycat as he pops the BKB. Turns into a 2-for-2. That is much better for NiP. That Omni Slash is huge. But guess what? In one patch, in 6.84, that won't do that anymore. That's not gonna stop TPs.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, thank God for that. Anyway, so some nice trades coming out, going the way of NiP, and they have an Aegis. Looks like I think they just really wanted to farm with this Aegis, and yet, they're like getting other things out of it just from like slight misplays from the side of Alliance. So really good for them.
Let's see this. It was mentioned earlier that Bulldog has played 3 out of his four most played heroes this series. Who's the hero that he is the most third game?
Can I guess? Is this?
I
think I know.
Sure, go for it.
I'm gonna guess Bounty Hunter.
That's probably right. That sounds right.
Let's see. Mod packs. Am I right?
I mean, he's gonna wait a second for everyone else to guess.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess the chat who's a little behind us, but they'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. It's quite a lot. Maybe I ruined it. Anyways.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Admiral Bulldog going for
Nice.
bounty, sweet. Going for the.
Era's actually alive for now, and he really shouldn't be. Overgrowth's gonna go. He'll Blade Fury out of it. Loda can stampede for this. I
His
think he
H is
should.
down too. Like he can actually die here.
Oh, they don't go for it. Because Loda didn't have Blink, and if he's stampeded, maybe he catches him, but Mask Mat is too good. Too strong.
Yeah.
Oh, Limp is so close to them, but they have a sentry just right here on the edge. He doesn't get spotted out. He has the Shadow Blade now. Oh god. LSA Pycat in trouble. Laguna's gonna go. Blink stop. He might live. Living Armor's gonna go. Air's gonna fall. Oh, but Pycat gets blown up as well. Seal Kid going down to the Requiem, the secondary one. Tombstone's up. Bulldog is here, but now he's gonna run. You can see Loda in trouble. LSA gonna go through. Jonas does have his ultimate. They're gonna have to back away. Alliance in trouble. Era bought back. Bulldog. Nature's guys. Mad in trouble. LSA going through. 3 dead coming out from the side of Alliance. The Bear as well getting chased down. He's got the relic, but he might just fall here in a moment. It looks like he will go down. He's going to try to juke and dive. LSA misses. Dragon Slave's going to go. They're going to keep it so that he can't return, but he might get out. He will. He gets the Bear back.
That was almost animal cruelty. Poor bear.
Yeah. He gets back to his owner.
Yeah, it's
so 3 for 2. Buyback comes out from Era, which kind of sucks, but they get Pycat and Loda, which is very good, but they don't get Bulldog, and he's very close to Radiance.
Yeah, he's the hero you need to shut down at this point. I mean, this is a guy you don't want to let him get have a good time on this lone druid hero, because he's gonna take over the game eventually, especially when he gets the Radiance. His farm's just gonna go through the roof. He's already 3rd in net worth as an offlaner, so looking fairly rough on the side of for NiP.
Era having to buy back there is not great. It's understatement of the century, but
that sets him back behind the Phoenix, like of all heroes, the Phoenix. So really sucks, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
the buyback secured them a kill or two.
Yeah.
First dive
exactly.
in. You need to be careful. If they first dive in and then suddenly Bulldog gets one of the most lucky integral procs you've ever seen.
It's possible, yeah. It is Bulldog after all.
He hasn't really gotten any of this game actually, but he's not really been fighting anybody. He's 1-1-0.
Be interesting to see what he goes for after Radiance. I mean, I would guess the Assault Cuirass, but I mean, if you've ever watched Bulldog stream, you know he tries a lot of different things with that hero, especially when it was nerfed, just to try to get it relevant again. And now it's like it's been buffed, so I'd like to see what he goes for.
Radiance is the build for now. I think it will be the Assault Cuirass just because of the right click from the Jug.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking too. And honestly, the Lina, like with the Treant armor, the armor that you get from like just your armor and then Assault Cuirass is considered before the living armor. So if you living armor someone and there's an Assault Cuirass, they're gonna take no damage pretty much.
Are fortified.
Living armor is now up in the Spirit Bearer. Sentry, yeah, Sentry doesn't scout out Matt. He's way too far away. Get one tower for free. Oh, gets denied. Nice Fire Spirits. And they needed to get closer. That's pretty cute.
Oh, Undying picks up in Midas.
The Ag Stream's alive, man. It's alive and well. I really hope he goes that item.
Yeah, I hope so too. It might see like your typical like Shiva's pipe, boring stuff. Come on, go Ags.
Go man mode. Problem is that Undying might die too quickly later on down the road.
Yeah, he has actually pretty terrible strength.
Jonas? They see him. Ancient Steel's gonna come out. I don't know if they can kill him in time. Overgrowth's gonna go. Icarus dive, stomp up, and can't get the Supernova off. Loda now gonna get Laguna. It's still alive. The Tombstone chasing after him. Oh my god, that Sword just destroyed him. Middle lane. Era's here, raises up. Requiem's gonna get channeled. He's gonna use it. There's no blade for, or there is. I don't know why he didn't use it there, but he runs away anyways and denies the tower. It's awkward.
I guess he just I think maybe it was because he Mask of Madness first and he didn't want it to get removed by the Blade Flurry. So
well,
he's fine. He's gonna go back to farming. Maybe go for Sanj and Yasha. Maybe rush Scotty. I have seen both builds on Jug. I think they're both pretty good.
It's just what he wants at this point. Now Alliance feeling confident enough to run up to the high ground here and looking to get back the lead that they once had. It was a 3,000 net worth lead, is now even. 5,000 experience lead for NiP. It doesn't feel like that type of game because of how farmed Bulldog's getting, but not at that point yet where he's like super farmed.
Yep, this might be another one of those like, oh god, team fight coming.
Jonas is gonna jump in. Ake's dead.
Yeah, that's just, yeah, okay. They just like let him be a martyr essentially. I think that's the right play. They didn't have Centaur, and that's a lot of their control.
Era's alone, but so is Mad, so Mad can't really do anything here. They checked Roche. They're not going for it yet. Lotus top. Does he have a TP? No. Buy one for the side shop here, but...
Did I just watch Jonas deny a ward?
Probably.
What? Yeah, okay. Maybe there was like a low timer left on or something.
Oh, Bulldog's dead. That was a cute LSA. Fiend's Grip coming out. Man, he takes a lot of damage. They don't even want to use Laguna or Omni. They just kill him with Fiend's Grip. Big play.
Oh yeah, Limp's using the just like Shadow Blade into LSA combo. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And they get a double damage right as they end to Roche. And is that a Yasha or Manta? Manta's coming out.
This is like 6.83 in a nutshell. Jugger Troll getting a DD and then just hitting in Roche like right after one pick off.
Yeah, it's pretty
so many
silly.
games.
It's pretty silly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Roche again. And NiP will grab it. I think this is the second Roche. A just goes down and Lotus dead. He just Limp's doing Limp is having one heck of a game, man. Like one heck of a series even actually. Last game was all on him. This series again is this game I should say. It's been absolutely dominating and he's gonna have an Aghanims very soon. That's actually there. It's there. Mad is in trouble. Supernova goes, but
maybe not anticipating how much the living armor would do there. Thinking he'd get like a little freebie because he did have a lot of dot damage on the tree end.
not that much.
No, not enough, but a little greedy.
Oh, definitely. Mad survives. Supernova's down for what, 84. But here is the Aghanim Scepter for the Lina. The great ability that we all know and love today. 950 pure damage, goes through match community. What a hero.
I would just like to point out that Lina can literally one-shot the Skywrath Mage by pressing R on him.
Anybody else that can happen to?
No. Ake's game just became like not fun anymore.
I mean, he already had a rough time. He's only died twice, but it feels like he should be so much more dead than he is.
Yeah, his positioning has been excellent.
They're gonna smoke up. Limp has Shadow Blade. They can Stampede to start this off, but oh, they know, or they're just moving together. They don't really know. They just, oh, they have to go now. Stomp actually misses. Honk shot's gonna go, but no Supernova. Limp's behind them. They need a gem, man. They need some detection here. Hockey's dead. They're not gonna look good. Okay, well, I mean, you should have just done that from the get-go. Stampede's gonna go. They're gonna try to get away. Ooh, they even have a halberd up with the Spirit Bear. Now it's gone. He's looking for Limp. They actually they're trying to find anybody. Matt is way in the jungle. Sunray's gonna go. They have no detection, I don't think. Yeah, they have no detection.
Well, that's poor Ake. I mean, he's gonna need some like value branches or bracer or something. Or he's just gonna have
Atos.
a lot of problems. Yeah.
Good luck getting to an Atos this game.
Yeah. It's gonna be rough. They'll need to like take a really good fight and then take Roche, and then maybe he can get like the vitality booster. But it's like.
Matt, what are you doing, buddy? All right, well, he's alive. But for NiP, I want to point out how farmed Jonas is right now. He's a medallion and a vitality booster and almost an Atos, actually.
Yeah, he's I think this is like one of the most farmed Phoenixes I've ever seen. Just the dual offlane like allowed him to get a lot. Fortunately, like for Alliance, Loda did get quite a bit too. They didn't shut down too hard, but Jonas got so much farm. And with the Midas, his farm is just like through the roof right now. Almost, it was above Jug for a while, but of course you can't really compete with the Jug in terms of net worth because he's like so fast at farming.
Gog is just sitting on almost, well, not almost a sky. He's gonna take him a bit longer to get there, but NiP are not in a bad spot. I thought Alliance would be doing a lot better than they currently are, but a couple of misplays. Loda not super farmed. Lone Druid not up to snuff yet. He's getting there. I think his full AC is done. No, he needs the Late Mail recipe. I think. No.
He's going for like the good old Lone Druid build. This is pretty classic, I think, for this hero. Sometimes people even build 2 minuses, but opting not to do that. I think that's more of a pub build, honestly.
That's a thing.
Yeah, you can get minus on the bear and on the hero.
I'm sorry, I'm just not familiar with Lone Druid, really. I'd never play against this hero.
Yeah, you can use 2. Isn't that crazy? But it's like, you know, 4,000 gold, so
Not worth it.
no.
You come out of the jungle like 20 minutes later, and you're like, guys, oh, my base is gone. That's just
Yeah.
the way it goes.
They did get past like the early game where I think Lone Druid really sucks. So I think at this point like Lone Druid's a really strong hero.
I can only get bigger as well. BKB
Yeah.
Manta, he's not had the greatest game either, it feels like. These team fights have been really good for
Dire's
NiP, and
top
it's,
tower
again,
is
a
under
lot
attack.
due to positioning. Much like it was last game.
6th minus on Undying.
Ever.
Cool.
Well, he's going to be going for a pipe, which is not super surprising.
Yeah, I know. I knew it, dude. He's gonna go for Pipe Shivas. That's the Undying build. It's the boring one. It's not Agnums.
I don't mind it. I really would like to see the Ags, but that's not going to ever happen, probably.
Honestly, the Pipe is a really good decision versus all the magic damage that Alliance have. Minus like the Shadow Fiend right clicks and the Lone Druid right clicks, they're just all magic damage. So the Pipe's gonna help out a lot for that.
Might even be game changing. Now the Aethos comes out as well, and you notice Phoenix is usually a hero that is very easy to burst down, like without any real issues whatsoever before he has a supernova. In this game,
Yeah.
he has 2k health. Unfortunately, like 6 armor because he's Phoenix, but I don't think they really care about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the magic damage in within the like Skyroth silence that they burst him down with, and that's just so hard with how much health he has. If they want to invest that much to shut him down, then like Arrow's gonna go apeshit in a fight, or you know, the Lena's gonna go just absolutely crazy. So they need to get like a really good team fight, mechanically speaking, in order to actually kill the Phoenix before he eggs and have it be worth it.
I don't know, man. NiP seem like they're in command right now. They have a 5,000 net worth lead that seemingly came out of nowhere. An experience lead of 15,000. Wow.
It's the Midases,
Must be.
and then a lot of solo kills too.
So, Admiral Bulldog is getting closer and closer to Assault Cross. I don't know if that's when they start like trying to take more out of this game, but feels like it's gonna be a while before they can get anything done. We'll see.
It's interesting to see that he uses the battle cry to farm. I know that a lot of people, like when the patch first came out, people were saying like, oh, it's a cooldown now. Nah, he just uses it to farm. If he does it, then it's probably the right thing to do.
It's
on
the right
hero.
choice, yeah. I will trust his judgment over anybody else's on this hero.
Okay, so he has his AC. Puts it on the bear. That's huge.
See, they're gonna smoke up. They get it. So I was wondering if that was gonna be the timing window, and it looks like it is.
Yep, you're right.
Cross's time, and they'll try to find some right click. They'll try to find a kill.
A little bit of a bait.
Selena.
They're gonna bait Pycat, it looks like.
They tried.
Who do they want to kill here? I think honestly, like Era or Lena, like they need to kill Limper Era right now. I don't think anyone else is really worth it.
This is game sense though. Doesn't matter who they want to kill. They can't kill anybody.
That's like all of the smokes this game on the side of Alliance have been wasted just from the game sense of NiP. Like not even in vision, just like purely game sense. That's it.
They know. They've got a good feeling.
Yeah.
And, it's an 8 to 15 game. This game isn't the most exciting one in the world. You know, there's not that much kills happening, but still interesting to watch though. And at some point, it's going to reach ahead. Some team is going to get wiped at some point in time, and
yeah. It's like
man.
I feel like we're on like a a roller coaster. It's about to just
It's the climb, man.
go down the big hill. Someone's gonna snowball right now. It's bound to happen. there's gonna be like a 5-man wipe into Roche into Racht or something like that.
That would escalate quickly. We're at 32 minutes in though, so I guess it's not unheard of. Another smoke, this time from NiP. This one is actually, it's just dealt with, like, NiP dealt with the smoke, which is just back up from Alliance. So Ags is coming soon for Mad. So this is what they've been subtly doing. It's just been farming up with Mad, hoping to get Eyes of the Forest, and from there going further. But Era and NiP, they don't want to let this happen. They're going to take the tier 2 or at least put pressure on it.
Yeah, they go for the smoke, and then they realize that Alliance are just split farming, split pushing. And they're like, okay, we'll just take this tower and we'll back off if we hear any TPs, which they haven't yet. So they can just keep pushing safely.
Living armor came out for a moment, gets blown up by Era, and Limp just has machine gun with Lina with the Fiery Soul. It just destroys the tower.
It's actually so good against the Treant Protector, especially on the towers. Just like tear through the armor.
Not the most right pick in the world.
They just had to Roche, which has to be up by now, so.
And I don't know if Alliance really can get there in time to contest this. It's so far away. Because I think a free Roche for NiP.
This is Aegis and Cheese as well.
Yep, they're Roche. Era will grab Aegis, probably Link getting Cheese, I'd imagine. And
Matt's just desperately trying to farm Zagat and Scepter. Killing anything, killing the easy camp even.
that's not gonna give him the most farm. He's so close, 300 gold. Anything would do. Ake is maybe dead.
Alliance, yeah, okay, so.
Oh, the bear, the living armor. Oh no, it only bounced once the bear, then it bounced back.
That was almost like replay worthy. That would have been awesome. That was a really good idea from Bulldog to just try and drag off the Omni Slash with the bear. But unfortunately, a little bit of RNG there, yeah.
Not with Alliance so far in this game. Loda has his BKB. So Alliance are slowly but surely getting their items up, and NiP are now finding their footing. They're finding a dominating lead at this point.
Dire's top tower is
7 to 500 is
attack.
not dominating, but it's enough. The experience is really where it's at.
Yeah, and you also have to consider that the towers are actually even right now, just because of like the split pushing that Alliance has been doing. So that's 7,500 on like purely even grounds in terms of like the towers. Granted, NiP has got Roches, but lots of tower bounty waiting to go their way.
Ooh, Bulldog saw him at the end there. They were kind of trying to get into position for him to get a kill, because he knew that even with Laguna level 3 Ags, he wouldn't be able to get the kill on his own, I don't think. They're trying to get in, but Mad should have his Aghanim's now. It's flying out. Eyes of the Forest. It's going to take a couple minutes to get it up and ready to go, but
Finally, he says he's like so happy he finally got that.
36 minutes into the game. We'll see it. There's the first eye. Now we have to wait 23 seconds for the next one. Do they have a gem?
Uh oh, Sealkit has a sentry. Sentry down.
Okay.
They see him.
What? That miss? That miss? Doesn't matter, but that was weird.
Forest fire.
Alright.
Now they know he's a scepter too, so they might just go ahead and put a gem.
Still have Coin Blade up on Era? No. Anybody have a Coin Blade? No. Not yet.
No, but Lina can take down the trees with the light strike, so.
Right. And they haven't found the first and only eye, but they will find it soon. Tier 2 tower top's gone. Pycat's pushing in, looking like he's going to go Scotty next. Tier 2 tower bottom getting assaulted with Tombstone. Limp's going to walk through a Sentry Ward. They're going to jump on him. They're going to stun him up. They're going to Stampede as well. Mystic Flare. Can they get Limp here? He's going to cheese. Now there's going to be an ultimate coming out from Sealkid to try to turn this. The Bear looking to chase him down. Sealkid, no Entangling Claws proc. There's the Eul Scepter. They even actually disarmed him. LSA is going to go. Admiral Bulldog will TP home. How much space they've created for Pycat, though. He's going to work in the tier 3 tower top lane. He's going to TP out and already put so much damage there. Okay, nice play from Alliance. They can't get the kill, but they forced the cheese out.
Oh man, Bulldog put his Radiance on his hero and then he took an illusion rune and just sent the Radiance illusions into the base. That's annoying. Cheeky play.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The cheekiest of plays. Matt's just trying to find eyes in the forest right now. Didn't put up. I don't think he put one here. That's nice, but gotta get more of them up.
I think Roche and Ancients is pretty damn important for him. Not
Here?
so much that, yeah, that's a good one. Not so much like the the jungle, because I feel like 1 or 2 in the jungle just to see like when they enter and exit will be good enough. But choke points will be really good. Oh wow, I didn't know you could walk across that little bridge there without getting your invis taken.
Nature's guys is so good right now. It used to be so shit.
Yeah, it's really sick.
That's pretty great. See, where's the Nature's guys next?
60 mana? Do you remember when it was like 100 and something? Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ready to burn.
Here's pretty good now. That should reveal him, but it doesn't. That's actually crazy. That doesn't reveal. Literally walking wherever he wants to.
2-second fade time. Oh no. I'm not sure. I'm not sure like how long you have to walk without. Anyway, he's been crossing a lot of gaps with it, so it's interesting to see. Oh, maybe it is.
Interesting.
Radiant's top tower is
Like
under attack.
farm with overgrowth casually, I think, on a couple of camps. Milk of Deceit from Limp and the rest of them. They're going to chase down the Bulldog Bear, but it's going to get out just in time.
Undying picks up a gem for the Train Protector. That's necessary. Unfortunately,
trees down.
Jonas is using the Courier.
Can't put it on him, can he? Oh, he's getting his Scythe or Shivas?
Shivas. He's got a full Shivas. No, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, that is big. Aegis is gone. Loda's right next to an Observer Ward. They're pinging on him. Loda seems to know something's up.
The Shivas like counteracts the AC aura, honestly, so that's pretty nice.
Wow, what a TP. You have to have balls of steel. Loda gets out. Pycat's going to be able to TP away in 6 seconds. So slow of a game currently. Not that it's bad, it's just very patient play from both teams. Eventually these eyes will go down as they're ferrying out the gym now to, I think it was Hanskin. I don't have room for it, but he'll make room, I'm sure. Maybe Steel Kid picks it up. Yeah, looks like that's the case.
Where's that gem? Hey, that gem there is. Uh-oh. He's doing Bulldog dead. That's huge.
Omni Slash. Living Arm already went. It's going to jump to creeps. Bulldog slowed up, though, and he's going to get right-clicked down. Did he get main proc? No, Scotty slowed? Something happened.
Atos from,
Phoenix. The Atos. Oh, that'll do it. That'll kill him. Brings him down. He's got buyback. But look at this. With NiP getting that kill, they're going to head to the tier 3 tower. He has to buy back. That's so big, and he only has 1 bear now, too.
If they kill this bear, it could be a Rax, honestly.
Alliance, what are they going to do here? Tier 3 tower not taking too much harass. They're finally going to put pressure. Living Armor's now gone. Concussive shot's going to go. The glyph comes out. They're ready to fight. And NiP, they want to go. They don't have Aegis. Era's just getting right-click down. The Blade Fury's going to come out. The Overgrowth's there. He's going to use it. Era now Mantis out of it. They're looking for an Entangling Claws proc. They won't find it. Atos onto the bear to slow him down as well. The illusion's going to work. Now the Leech Seed get a kill everybody. Yup, they get the Tombstone and back. Force out the buyback. Force out a tier 3 defense.
Oh my god, look at all those Leech Seeds falling people. Like an army of Leech Seeds.
An army of Leech Seeds. I'll get there eventually. Okay, Basher on Lone Druid now. Oh, Olympus done so much this game. It's been ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, he literally hasn't died yet. That's actually pretty crazy. I don't even know if they're carrying... Okay, so Ake has 4 sentries, but with like how fast Lina runs, it's really, really hard to use a sentry to kill him. He'll just run out of the range of it, so he's just been like surviving based off of like his like ridiculous movement speed with the Shadow Blade, and now BKB. But Limp's just like immortal at this point.
God, he's so farmed. Ridiculous. Spirit Bear could currently kill the Tombstone in 3 hits with Demolish. That's nice. But Bulldog needs to survive first and foremost. Alliance are playing so defensively, they can't really like, besides Mad, who's just getting all these eyes of the forest up, which are going to get counter warded now. There's a Coin Blade on Bane and a gem. Tough.
Yeah, I don't know if you can put these eyes up fast enough to counteract the just walking around the Coin Blade and taking down the trees.
The cooldown's too long.
Yeah, it's way too long. They even have the last patch, I think.
Well, now NiP walk mid. Rotations are scouted out. Roche is up in about 30, which is probably the go time for NiP if they get Roche, which I mean, they're on the dire side and they have a good Roche lineup. So unless there's like a huge fight, which could theoretically happen, I don't see Alliance able to contest it.
Yeah, I agree. Phoenix is so like ridiculously hard to fight around Roche because he can just egg on the high ground, and then you're pretty much guaranteed to lose the fight if he does that. I think they're doing what they need to do, which is just like ratting, and I mean it's like Alliance, so they certainly know how to play this play style and like not get caught out when they're doing it.
Kind of like what NiP were doing last game.
Yeah,
much lesser or more.
Pretty much. Like ratting with heroes that like wouldn't necessarily be considered like, you know, complete rat heroes, except for obviously like the obligatory bulldog on Lone Druid. That's like a rat hero.
He's not really been the one ratting though. It's been Pycat and Loda.
Really, yeah. It's been Loda and Pycat. Centaur's like an okay rat hero because you can just kill a creep wave from full health with two spells, so it's pretty nice.
They are kind of baiting Loda right now, and I do not blame them. They want to get something going.
Yeah. They need disables, man. They just like it's another one of those games where I feel like they just lack the hard disable for Limp and Eric can just go like apeshit, and they're just running into Roche on NiP. It's gonna die so quickly.
There's no contention coming out from Alliance, and it looks like NiP will be taking this Roche without any real issues whatsoever. Tier 3 is up there alone, kind of. There's no glyph, so I mean maybe Pycat can take the tier 3 while this is happening, but Roche is already dead, so Aegis is picked up for Era, Cheese is picked up for Limp. And we'll continue onward here. TP top lane, tier 3, not gonna fall. Handskid comes in and clean out.
I mean, it is damage on a tier 3, like when you have a Treant Protector on your team, is really nice because then you know like any damage they do to your tier 3, you can just like heal it up. And then if you do a base race, you're just like so far ahead. So this is really favorable for Alliance, even though they're like losing every Roche, obviously, just because NiP has such like an excellent Roche taking the lineup. It's still going fairly well for them. They can still very easily win this with some ratty stuff.
Yeah, but the problem is this is just like we're not seeing any team fights at all, which I think probably benefit NiP more.
Dude, look at Undying. Look at his item.
He's doing it. We did it. We're gonna see the eggs. I'm so happy. Oh, he's got it now. He's gonna fly it out here in a moment. Damage amplification max is 40%. That's why it's such a good item. The minimum is 25%. Good luck surviving through that. Ultimate.
I mean, what was it? It was Dire Tide. Like every lineup would always have the Undying because, like, theoretically speaking, like if you want a lineup to do like maximum damage, it's probably gonna have Undying on it with the Scepter. Just because the amp is so unreal.
Pretty good. Bottom lane, Limp is maybe in trouble. I could ult here still. He doesn't have overgrowth. He used it to farm, I think. So Limp just walks away.
Yeah, I mean he does have BKB, so he could have, if he did have, he could have maybe used it to force the BKB charge. But I think Limp was probably fairly safe. He's got. I
don't know about Alliance. I don't know if they're fairly safe. It's 4 heroes running in.
This is spooky. This is really spooky. Oh my god.
Oh god, they know with the living or the eyes in the forest, and they cut it down. Overgrowth goes. It's a bit too late, honestly, but
dude, Mad just got so lucky.
Regeneration.
He was walking above the tree line when Alliance was like walking below the tree line.
It might not be
just
like anymore.
Perfectly.
He actually lives again. He's the luckiest man alive right now. Yeah, he was going one way, they were going the other way, and they couldn't see him because. And
the funny thing is, like, neither team knows how lucky he is because they didn't see each other. So it's just like only this thing you can only see when you're casting.
They'll know in the replay.
Yeah,
watch it. 5K for Pycat. Oh boy, folks, I'm not gonna lie to you. This 46-minute game has not been the most exciting one in the world. For the last 20 to 25 minutes, we've watched nothing. And we even get a pause here. They heard me. They're like, let's just make him as miserable as possible right now.
Lone Druid is actually topping net worth now. Well, Lena just like farmed a creep wave, but his farm is actually pretty stellar. So they could win this. It's anybody's game.
It truly is, but the way this game has gone, I fully expect like NiP to take one fight. And that one fight is gonna determine everything, probably. I just don't know when it's gonna come.
Yeah, we're like still going up that like that like hill on the roller coaster. So
The longest payoff.
I guess we'll see.
Have you ever gone? There's a theme park called Six Flags New England. It has this ride called a roller coaster, and it goes up. The hill is so big. The climb, I should say, on that roller coaster.
Is it? Where is it? You say New England?
New England. There's another one in New Jersey as well. That's pretty much the exact same roller coaster, but I guess it's not called Superman anymore. It used to be, but.
Oh yeah. Okay. I went on the Superman. I went on that. That was awesome.
It like climbs up. You look out to your left. There's like you could see like a lake or something. Just the water.
Yeah. That's I went there.
That climb takes about 20 to 30 seconds. The roller coaster time is pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty cringeworthy. You're like, come on.
Let's go. Okay, last game 1.33 kills per minute. This game 0.55. Okay. All right. Well. They've heard us. They're going for the tier 3 tower now. Again, living armor is available and ready to go even out of the glyph. And it's just going to heal up a little bit. Era is just going to work with the Mask Madness. No, it's actually just a butterfly. Stomp's going to go into Era. LSA, Mystic Play, they want to use the Sages, but Era is more than fine. In fact, the bear is dead. Recreate the bear. This is where it gets sketchy now. If they can kill that bear again, it doesn't matter if Bulldog has buyback. That bear is the biggest problem right now for NiP, and they just took care of it within seconds. Tier 3 is about to fall. There it goes. Era's gonna work right on the Rex. They do not want to fight on Era. They want to kill everybody else in the backside. It's easier said than done. Pycat rotates back in after putting up a Manta style. Now they'll jump in. Loda jumps in right as he gets LSA'd. And he'll back up.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Still no commitment from either side.
Somebody do something.
Playing it very, very defensively.
They still have Flesh Golem too.
Get the rocks. Yeah, they do.
So any fight that breaks out, as long as Hanskin can survive. Tom's gonna go. Will they use any of their abilities? They threw up Tombstone. BKB from Loda. They're gonna back up. Nice thing still on Steel Kid. They actually pick up Limp, but he's gonna use out, of course, of that overgrowth. There, he's gonna walk right back in, has Zombie Slash ready to go. Sentry on the deck. I have never seen two teams so close not jump on each other at all.
Yeah.
Right click. Now they're going to give Loda the good old and feeble. There's the damage amplification coming out from the Flesh Golem. And Era is going to be piped up. He's got Omni Slash. He still has the Aegis. It's so hard for them to bring him down. Loda now in trouble. Laguna Blade. They take him out. He'll buy back with the Rex. In trouble. Melee Rex about to go down. Requiem. Damage amplification. Damage reduction everywhere. It's ridiculous. Stampede's going to go there chasing. Era wants to be, of course, getting out of here. But they're looking for him as the target for Alliance.
If they kill the bears, it's
Bears
on.
in trouble. Jump in, stomp on it too. Beautiful BKB from Lip. Omni Slash going in. Bear is low. 163 HP. Matt is going to fall. Loda is actually left out as well. He's walking all the way back around. Yule's up now in a Shadow Fiend. LSA is going to go in a second. They'll catch him. Atos up onto Ake. Pycat, get him right click. Pycat going to fall. No. Stays alive. Requiem goes to secondary. Loda with a huge stump, but there's no follow-up damage. Loda's about to go down. NiP taking it to Alliance. NiP getting lower and lower. They get the bear up. Bear is low. Bear was halberded, but now he's dead. Another recreation. Bulldog gonna get Aghanim. There's the Laguna Blade. They mech him up. He's still alive. But look at Liv go to work, and Era has yet to die. The Aegis. Actually, it is gone. She's not there either. Overgrowth comes in. Era getting low. They might take this fight. Alliance looking to turn this around. Pycat getting stun up. Era can't quite get the range wreck, but Liv will finish it off. Liv fuels up as well. They can't chase any further. Mad's just not fast enough. They don't have an eyes in the forest. And NiP take a full set of wrecks after what was an excruciating long team fight and wind up for it. Jesus H. Christ, what just happened?
Okay, dude, that was the deep fight we were waiting for this whole time.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if there was really payoff though.
No, unfortunately for Alliance, there really wasn't. NiP got a rocks out of it. Other than that, like kill-wise, I think it was like fairly even. But it was a base defense for Alliance, so they lost a lot. So unfortunate. They're still in it for sure. I mean, it's Lunder and Shadow Fiend, so you're never out. But the amount of control that gives to NiP is insane because the mid lane's gonna be pushing in. They can easily take the tier 2 top, and then every rush is gonna be much easier because one player is pretty much gonna need to be back to defend the mid lane. Or if no one's defending it, they're smoked. So it's like a lot of information that NiP now have to work with.
Remember, this is an elimination game, guys. Whoever loses this is done. And I don't know if anybody gave NiP a shot at the start of this series. Especially after that first game, I did not give them a shot. They didn't look great. Pycat really crushed them. But now Limp's gonna walk in. He's looking for Bulldog. This could be huge. LSA, BKB's gonna go. Bulldog's gonna get Laguna. Stampede to keep him alive. The Hex is up, but it's too late, and Loda will give himself up, it looks like. He pops the BKB, but Stomp's gonna go on to Era. Loda's gonna get Fiend's gripped, and Loda should die here. In fact, Aki might go down too. Loda with no buyback, and that might be what they were looking for to get into base. Bottom tier 2 not available. They can head to bot racks now without any issues. The top tier 2 is still alive, but is this it, man? This could be it. Without Loda, how do you fight?
It's really hard. That's pretty much all their control.
Monsoon's gonna get jumped on. Mr. Claire, they get the overgrowth, or rather the Tangle coming out. Now they're gonna jump onto Ake. Omni Slash goes. Net stop for Pycat, but they're getting just corralled into the base. Arrow looking for the bear. Finds Pycat. Pycat's gonna fall. He's got no buyback. That might be it, honestly. Without their Shadow Fiend, Rax is gone bottom. They're gonna head tier 4s. NiP want this game, and they might even find it too. This could be beautiful. The Swedish squad of NiP going to work. Limp having an all-star game. Arrow playing as solid as he always does. And NiP now getting over the hump. That is the lines. Tier 4 is falling. Loda's back up at 20. There's no glyph here. Was just used. They're even going to go into the roast, or rather into the well. And GG is called. NiP move on. Alliance is done. They are out of Dota Pit Season 3. Unbelievable series. It all culminates in the last 5 minutes. This game took too long, but it is going to be NiP's victory.
And NiP really showed that they can take a loss and then just go into game 2 and just like refocus and like rethink the way they were drafting. And oh my god, did it ever work. They felt so in control those last 2 games. I don't know what Alliance could have done honestly better to beat them. They played really well, just it wasn't enough.
They tried a couple of new strategies. They had Bulldog coming back in after Nick played the entire season for them. And then, of course, Bulldog comes in here as a great first game. And after that, really, it just was all downhill for Alliance. They had kind of a lead in the second game, and it looked like they were about to 2-0 NiP. And then it all went downhill. And they never had a lead again in the series, really. Kind of did earlier on in this game, but Lone Druid's just not enough, apparently, even with how farmed he was. Era and, of course, Limp. Lina and Juggernaut, the 2 strong heroes currently in this meta, which, well, the changes will probably hit them a little hard. We'll see how things turn out as they move forward here. But NiP, congratulations to them. Thank you so much to Alliance for participating. They played wonderfully throughout the entire tournament. Wasn't enough in this game, but any closing thoughts, Jenkins, before we head out of here?
That was some damn good Dota. These guys are like really calculated. I really can't wait to see these guys at TI because if they play like this and they boot camp, this TI is going to be like the best TI that's ever happened, I think.
So many good teams, Western teams, Eastern teams, all of them battling it out pretty soon here in a couple of months. And the month of the lands is upon us now as we're heading into May. May is going to be quite the Dota time. We'll see how things turn out then. Lots of tournaments coming up. Big thanks to everybody who joined us today. We had a lot of fun. Big thanks to you, Jenkins, for joining me as well. Make sure you follow him at Jenkins Dota. Kind of a last second, too. We'll be on Dota 2 Canada a couple bit later. You can follow me at Mott Dota, at Jenkins Dota, at Pitmunkle for great observing as well as production, at MottPax for our stats, at Dota Pit for more information on the tournament, www.dotapit.com. Just released our last set. You should check that out. Definitely really cool. Anything else that I'm currently forgetting? I don't think so. But yeah, guys, that's it. We're gonna have, I think, Tinker versus, they rescheduled it. Tinker versus Empire was supposed to be tomorrow, but they have rescheduled it. Canada Cup NAR V2, of course, with Korok, Bleak, Fogged, Ush, and MSS. They'll be playing up against Wheel. Very exciting matchup there, which will be on twitch.tv/Dota2 Canada Cup. So check that out. That'll be a lot of fun. But for us here, we're done. That's going to be it, guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you all later.